we will convene the We'll convene the May 16th meeting of the Industrial Development Agency of the City of Newburgh. We'll start with a roll call.
We have Gregory Nato, Acting Chair Michael Kelly, I think Second Vice Chair, sorry, it's taking me a while to remember all your new roles, Christina Amato, Treasurer, Adam Pollock, Teresa Priester, because I always get the P's mixed up, and then we have Katie Kemp in place of Bob McLaughlin from Whiteman, Osterman, and Hannah. And myself, Cher Vickers, your Executive Director.
Great. All right, and we will go through proof of notice of the meeting. The meeting has been duly noticed, and next on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. Any discussion? Or I'll take a motion. Need a motion to approve?
I move to approve the minutes.
And a second?
I'll second.
All right. A roll call? All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
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 Okay. Abstain. Got it.
Aye.
All right. And report of the treasurer.
All right, the treasurer's report for the May meeting. We had an opening balance as of April the 1st of $378,003.87. Total deposits during the month totaling $13,803.27. Over withdrawals and disbursements in the amount of $89,111.14 for a closing balance on April 30th, 2022 of $377,032.90. Notable transaction is there was a disbursement during the month in the amount of $72,000 that was moved from the main account to a new account to account for how we're going to begin funding our payroll. So that $72,000 is included in the $89,111.14 in disbursements. The applications fund started and ended with the same balance, $14,137.50. The lesser tenant account started and ended with the same balance, $2,400. The money market account started with a balance of $750,519.68. There was a interest credit in the amount of $92.58, yielding a closing balance as of April 30th of $750,583.42. I'll entertain a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I second.
All in favor or abstaining? All in favor or abstaining?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. I am the acting chairman. I have no report.
Sorry, just one, and we need to do a separate one
For the-
for the payment of the bills, yeah,
right.
approval
Oh,
of the
sorry,
bills,
yeah.
sorry.
Yep. So I'll take a motion to approve the bills, or pay the bills, excuse me.
I move to pay the bills.
Gregory, okay, and second?
I'll second.
Adam.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Once again, I have no report. To council's report.
Just have it once, yeah.
In front of each of you is a new board manual. For our members that have been on for a while, it'll be substantially similar to your prior version. The only changes are reflected in your conflict of interest policy and your code of ethics, which were adopted in December of 2021. For our new member who is here, it's a chance to review the manual, and if you have any questions, please let us know. The 104 Washington project is tentatively scheduled to close on June 1st. All of our closing documents are out to opposing counsel, and we're just waiting on comments back. And for the hotel project, Again, all of our closing documents have been drafted, but the applicant is working through some items with their lender. So we're just waiting on the go-ahead from them, and we are ready to close whenever they are. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Next is Executive Director's Report.
I don't really have anything new. Just that Chrissy and I did meet with a contractor yesterday on a Sunday morning to look at the sidewalk of the Armory to discuss the new scope of work that we understand it to be, and hoping we can come up with a creative solution to not make this as expensive as we were thinking. So I do have a call followed up, with our attorneys at Jacobitz and Gubitz to also go over it. And I'm just always working on it, so I don't have anything to add than that, unless Mark, right, told you something different now. Okay. Yep, so that's all I have.
All right, thank you. And moving on to number 8, new business. Start with the RFP for auditing.
So before you, you have an RFP that Bob has been able to supply us to just basically do an RFP for a new auditor. And I think I made the closing date June 23rd, so it is after our so the next board meeting is our last board meeting, and then we're on break July and August. I will share the details, or whatever we get in from that, but I'm not really expecting anything to happen, or I'll adjust. Let's say that I'll adjust depending on what responses we get and how I need to fill you in. And also, I just want to make a quick other mention. Our other RFP for the labor monitoring services is finishing next week as well, so you'll be getting details about that. But sorry, going back to this, for this RFP, yeah, it's just I need your approval to post it on the website. That's all it is. Nothing fancy-smancy about it other than that. I'll make a motion.
Sure.
To allow you to post the RFP.
And need a second?
I second.
All in favor? Say aye.
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 And check signers for the bank accounts.
So the one that we did last board meeting was only for the payroll account. We need to change them for the rest of them. And so what we decided on at the last board meeting to just make it consistent, Chrissy wasn't here, so the new check signers will be Adam, Michael Kelly, Marlon, and Gregory. And since Marlon's not here, I'll get his signature later on. But we do need, because we did that with Bob, we do need a motion to change the check signers on the bank accounts to the people that I just mentioned.
I move that we change the check signers on all the accounts to myself, Marlon, Mike, and Greg.
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, and old business, 191 Washington Street, progress update.
So I'll just start that off by saying that everyone here at the board was able to meet individually with the developers for 191 Washington Street. This is your opportunity to engage in any conversation collectively that you might have as a board. And also, the agency is required to do its own cost-benefit analysis. So I would like some guidance on what kind of cost-benefit analysis everyone would like. So you have 3 options. One is that I do one myself in a Excel spreadsheet. Number 2, the option is you have a consultant bless the one that they've already done, say if they agree or if they don't agree. And then number 3 is we can have somebody do an independent, brand new cost-benefit analysis. And with that, I would suggest a test of reasonableness, as you will have experienced doing with the hotel. So I know we don't have Marlon here, and we don't have Yanya here. I don't think Yanya had an opinion either way. I do think Marlon would have liked the new test, but again, this is all up for discussion for you guys to either ask questions or give me direction moving forward.
All right. Anybody have an opinion they'd like to share?
I do. I think it's, and the meetings went well. The meeting that I attended with the applicants was very informative, and they were very accommodating and helpful. I do think it's a matter of good business practice to secure the independent audit. I know we've done it for the hotel, and I would think that based on the fact that there are some similarities in the projects, it would be, for the sake of thoroughness and completeness, we should do a test of reasonableness and the independent cost analysis. So, and I did speak with Marlon Ramos in advance of the meeting, and he shares my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree to that as well.
Okay.
Do you want further discussion, or, oh, hi, sorry. Come on, you can't hear me?
It's for doing the minutes later, making sure we can hear.
What are the next steps, or what's the next step in the process? We asked them to, I believe if we have the study done, we should have it done as soon as possible so that we can continue the process, especially if we're going into recess for a while. Yeah, that way, a few of us here have financial backgrounds to be able to look at their models, and I want to thank them for being really upfront with it. I was impressed, that the transparency there, but I think that for the best interest of the board is to get, professional outside opinion to look at their assumptions and look at the reasonableness, and for the same process that we've been going through.
So, yeah, if that's the way you're going, I will engage the consultant. I think he could probably have it within 2 weeks' time. So I'll link you up.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I want to,
Good.
don't hold me to that, but, I'm thinking like 2 weeks, depending, vacation time.
Sure.
Graduations, I don't know, like life's been happening. But I think he can probably turn it around within 2 weeks. And then you would have 2 weeks, like let's say best case scenario, to go over that for the next board meeting. And then at the next board meeting, I think we could possibly engage a resolution for a public hearing at that point. That way you'll have the consultant's data, and then you'll have the public's data, and then you can move forward with that.
And after the public hearing, if necessary, we would just schedule a session, even though we're...
If there was, so after the public hearing, I would say, Katie can correct me if I'm wrong, but we would ask for a transcript first and foremost. The transcript would be analyzed, you all will be given a copy, and then if there's anything that is discussed or actionable from that public hearing, then that'll be discussed at that time.
Okay.
And the public hearing can take place over the summer, even though we're out of session, like maybe that lands at the end of June or July. It's not a problem,
Correct.
right?
I mean, I like to try and, moving from here on out, I would like to schedule them before a board meeting. That way you all are here, but obviously you all don't have to be here. This is my 9 to 5, so, I have to be here. But if you all can't make it, that's okay. I would prefer that the chair or at least one board member would be there to direct the comments. But yeah, we can definitely schedule a hearing over the summer.
And for the for the benefit of the applicant and perhaps the board, do we want to entertain scheduling the public hearing now for this evening?
That's a good idea. I just don't know how long the cost-benefit analysis will take. And you at least want to have it up on the website at least 2 weeks in advance to the public hearing. So I just don't want to end up in a situation where I have to...
Could we not delay the public hearing in that event, that it takes longer than we expect? I just don't want to make these guys wait 60 days.
I don't anticipate it. I anticipate maybe within 4 weeks we could do it.
So we could potentially do it before the next...
You could potentially have the hearing at the next board meeting. Any?
And Cher, can you just remind me, did we issue an RFP for the consulting services for the hotel?
No.
No, we have a pre-established relationship with the...
We do, and the reason, my understanding was because the cost is passed on to the applicant, so
Okay.
the agency isn't actually paying for
Okay.
it, so, yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good next step.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we had to, whenever the June meeting falls, I guess it's never the last Monday, I guess we
It's
could
the
slide the
third-
meeting if we had to, right?
It's the third Monday, so,
Just to see if we could catch
it
it all.
would be
in.
June 20th could be the potential public hearing. We could probably have everything ready for then, so, correct me
long
if
as
I'm
we
wrong, I think you guys could go ahead and, we could establish that now for the June 20th, if you all are prepared for that, and then, worst case scenario, we have to adjourn it for any reason, then I don't need to have you all convene again just to make that approval. Sure? Do they need to do a
Yes.
roll call for this? Okay, so I need a motion, and then we need to do a roll call.
I'll make a motion to schedule the public hearing,
For one night.
assuming we're getting the cost-benefit analysis.
Exactly, and that'll be June 20th. Do we have a second?
Second.
And then the roll call, Gregory Nato,
Yes.
Michael Kelly,
Yes.
Christina Amato, Adam Pollock,
Yes.
Teresa Priester.
Yes.
Yania Pearson and Marlon Ramos are both absent.
Well, you guys came all this way. Do you want to share some information with us, or whatever you'd like to present, if you'd like to present?
And thank you for your transparency. Thank you for your participation with us.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Were you able to review the deviation, because you're asking for 15 years for the pallet? Remember you said you was going to look into that?
So we're looking at different scenarios, but we come here and see if we go ahead and comment specifically, if that's something that you need us to do. We don't have 100% the change in deviation, but it's something that we remain open to look at.
I think when we do the cost-benefit analysis too, I mean, that's something you guys will be working with the consultants and can ask, if that scenario makes a sizable difference, or if, that can be presented. Because I think we can get the tenure from them, and I appreciate the information that you guys have put together, but if we're going to get it from an independent consultant who is independent, then comparing apples to apples, if we want to look at that scenario, we should look at it from them then, instead of, from the consultant, I mean, instead of from these guys. So
Okay.
when they do it, they can look at that.
Thank you.
Sure, and as it stands from the conversations that we've had and thought about it, I'm still personally 100% on board for mortgage and sales tax abatement. I think that's a very reasonable request. I'm not there on a pilot. I think it would have to be scaled back and more in line with our UTEP. And, I look forward to seeing what the consultant would have to say about that as well. So, thank you. Anybody else? Okay. Thanks. All right, unless anybody wants to stay all night, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I will
Second.
Oh, good job.
I
All in favor?
second.
Okay. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.